Welcome back to Two Cents Unfiltered, the place where honesty meets perspective. Today's episode hits close to home, not because it's complicated, but because it's simple. It's easy to be mean, but kindness is free. We live in a world that rewards outrage more than empathy, sarcasm more than sincerity, and speed more than reflection. But what happens when we slow down? When we choose kindness? Not because it's popular, but because it's powerful. Today, we're going to unpack why kindness matters more than ever, why meanness has become the default for too many, and how small acts of grace can transform not just your life, but the world around you. Let's be honest, we live in an era of mean. Open social media, and you'll find people tearing each other down over everything: politics, sports, celebrity gossip, even the weather. We've created a digital culture where it's easier to mock than to understand, easier to post outrage than extend grace. And somehow, cruelty gets clicks. But here's the thing: meanness is lazy. It takes no effort to insult, no creativity to ridicule, and no courage to belittle someone from behind a screen. Kindness, on the other hand, takes thought, it takes restraint, it takes strength, because kindness isn't weakness, it's controlled power. It's the discipline to be gentle in a world that glorifies aggression. We've mistaken cruelty for strength and compassion for softness. But if that were true, why do the people we most admire, from Mother Teresa to Fred Rogers to Martin Luther King Jr., share one defining trait: they led with kindness? Let's dig into why people find it so easy to be mean. Psychologists call it projection, when people throw their insecurities and frustrations at others. It's emotional dumping. You're not really angry at that person online. You're angry about your own life, your stress, your loneliness, and meanness becomes a quick way to feel powerful, even if just for a second. There's also anonymity. Behind a username, people feel invincible. No eye contact, no consequence. It's digital road rage. You'd never say half of those things face to face, but the internet gives people permission to forget empathy. And then there's social reinforcement. We reward cruelty with attention: the snarky tweet, the viral insult, the savage clapback. Every like and share tells people, be meaner next time. The result? A society where kindness feels naive and cruelty feels normal. But I'm here to say, kindness is not naive. It's revolutionary. Here's the truth no one likes to admit: being mean costs you something. It costs you peace. It costs you joy. It costs you your humanity. Anger and hate are heavy loads to carry. They drain your energy and poison your perspective. Every time you lash out, you feed the part of yourself that thrives on negativity, and that part grows stronger. Think about it. How often do you feel better after being cruel? Maybe for a second you feel powerful, but soon you feel emptier than before, because meanness doesn't fill the soul, it hollows it out. Meanwhile, kindness gives back. A kind word, a small gesture, a smile. These things create connection, and connection fuels fulfillment. Here's what's wild: kindness costs absolutely nothing, yet it can change everything. A compliment can change someone's mood. A thank you can make a worker's entire day. A sincere apology can heal years of resentment. You never know the battle someone else is fighting. That cashier, that coworker, that stranger on the street, they could be carrying more pain than they'll ever admit. Your moment of kindness might be the only light they see that day. And when you lead with kindness, it comes back around. Not always immediately, not always visibly, but it creates ripples that go further than you'll ever see. Kindness is a seed. You might not see it sprout, but someone will one day sit in the shade of the tree you planted. Let's bring this down to earth. What does everyday kindness actually look like? Online kindness. Think before you comment. Ask yourself, would I say this face to face? If not, delete it. Workplace kindness. Give credit publicly, critique privately. Leadership isn't dominance, it's empathy in action. Family kindness. Speak softly, listen fully. Remember that people you love deserve the gentleness you give strangers. Stranger kindness: hold the door, pay it forward, make eye contact. It's not about grand gestures, it's about consistent grace. Small acts matter, the ripple effect is real. If everyone did one kind thing a day, imagine the emotional climate of this country, or the world. It's not policy or politics that changes culture first, it's people. Ordinary people choosing decency in moments that don't demand it. Let's be honest. Sometimes kindness feels impossible. When you're disrespected, hurt, or betrayed, the instinct is to strike back. But here's what I've learned: you can't control how people treat you, but you can control how you respond. Kindness doesn't mean being a doormat. You can set boundaries and be kind. You can speak truth and be kind. Kindness isn't about surrendering your dignity, it's about refusing to surrender your character. Sometimes the greatest act of kindness is forgiveness, not because the other person deserves it, but because you deserve peace. And that's the beauty of it. Kindness heals you first. As we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with this thought. Being mean is easy. It's lazy. It's everywhere. But kindness? Kindness is a superpower that costs you nothing and gives you everything. It's how we reclaim civility, how we rebuild trust, how we remind ourselves that we're still human. So today, choose kindness. Smile at someone, send that message, forgive that person, compliment that stranger. Because one act of kindness might be the thing that keeps someone going. I'm Carrie, reminding you being real doesn't mean being rude, and being strong doesn't mean being cold. Be bold, be honest, but above all, be kind.